Okay, so first time I've ever done this video on YouTube, so hopefully this is working for everybody. I'm trying to figure out how I see the comments on there. So let me see if I can find that. Not sure. But hello everyone, and welcome to So What Home Party live video. I wanted to pop on here real quick because I have a little milestone to talk about. And give me just a second, bear with me while I figure out what's going on here with the, let's see if I can do this so I can see the chat. Okay. Alright, so it looks like I should be able to see it here. Okay, so welcome to those who are joining me. My name is Andrea, and this is So What Home Party. And like I said, I wanted to jump on here. I think I posted on Facebook and Instagram. So, all those of you that seen those posts, you are well aware of what's going on. So, I hit kind of a milestone for my channel, and I'm very excited to bring you the news that I've hit 50 subscribers. I'm so excited. I honestly didn't know how far this was going to go for me. And again, hopefully we'll go further, but I'm just really excited that that is happening. Oh, hello, Heaven's Gates Cherry Farm. Welcome to the live chat. So anyway, I wanted to come on here and tell everybody about it and talk about a giveaway for that. And just like I said in another video, I wanted to talk a little bit about things I got going on and things I'm working on, and maybe some things and ideas, comments, and things like that. So if you have any questions, just let me know. I'm kind of in a rearranging process in my craft area, which is the and stuff you see in the background here, so excuse all of that, but I'm just kind of trying to get the feel for everything. So this is going to be kind of a short live, but I just want, like I said, I wanted to get on and say thank you so very much to all of those subscribers who have subscribed to my channel. I really, really, really appreciate you from the bottom of my heart, and I know I've been kind of intermittent in the last few months. I'm giving cherries to everybody. He's giving cherries to everybody. I like cherry flavor, so that's good. If you haven't checked him out, his channel is Heaven's Gates Cherry Farm. Go check that out. It's my dad's channel. he um, he has a farm, and they document everything, and it's really interesting. So check that out. So yeah, so 50 subscribers. I'm super excited. Welcome to all those new subscribers. If you are watching, thank you so much for joining us. So first, I want to talk about some of the things I have going on. I'm due to recent events that I talked about in a different video. I do have a lot of things going on. Let me see if I move the camera back just a little because I feel like I'm right in everybody's face. There we go. I have not forgotten about the temperature blanket. I'm just a little bit behind on getting the progress, but I have written down all of my, excuse me, Batman, all of my times and temperatures. So here is the progress that we have so far, if you've been following along. This is for what it should look like for the month, for the 4 weeks of January. And then, like I said before in the tutorial, we will do a gray stripe here to signify that that's the moving on to the next month. And then we'll continue to add the colors from there. So I do have that written down, and I do plan on getting that up for everyone. And to see all the progress from there. You can also check out all the progress on this on my Ravelry page. All of that information is in the about section on my channel, so go ahead and check that out. There's also, that's where you can find all the information on how to keep track with me on all of the social media outlets. But like I said, this is the progress so far, and this, for those of you who aren't, oops, I have a little fuzzy on there. For those of you who don't know, this is the corner to corner stitch, or C2C. It goes from, the reason they call that is because it goes from this corner to the other corner of the blanket, and depending on how many rows you have, you can go bigger or smaller, but so far this is what we have. And so, like I said, we'll be adding the gray, and the next couple colors we have are going to be, so we're going to have a gray row, and then we'll have purple, and this, but it'll be a darker purple. It'll be this dark purple here, and then green. So you'll have to excuse if I have a little bit of noise in the background. My other children are on their YouTube channels doing some things, and my cats seem to be making a little bit of noise back there, so I apologize. So yeah, so I have that going on. So like I said, check that out. Hopefully I have the updates on those videos coming shortly. And then I'm also working on designing my own pattern for an amigurumi. Um, so basically, when I first started my channel, I talked a little bit about the top 21. Hello, Mrs. Heaven's Gate Cherry Farm. Hello, welcome. So I talked a little bit about the top 21 crochet styles, and the very first one is called amigurumi. So I plan on doing a series on that. I'm pretty excited about it, and I'm trying to online on patterns and things because you don't want to give away someone else's pattern if it's not yours, especially if it's a paid pattern, because they worked hard on that and things like that. So there's a fine line with that. And so I struggled with how I was going to demonstrate that. So it's taken me a little while to get that going, but I'm actually designing my own pattern. And I don't know if you can tell by looking at this, because I pull that up and see. It's kind of like distorted because I don't have it stuffed yet. But amigurumi is the type of crochet style, and we'll go into more of this when we're in the videos, but basically it's the type of crochet style that involves making small dolls and things like that with the single crochet stitch. So based on this, if you haven't guessed already, I am trying to design my own Lego pattern. So like what are little Lego figurines, and this would be the head. And I'm still working on how I want to do the body, because I would like for them to be movable. I'll let you guys know, and like I said, we're gonna I'll post the video on the difference of that. And but I'm hoping that I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do with the pattern, but we will go more to that in that series. But like I said, it'll be about the top 21 crochet styles, and the first one on the list is amigurumi. So I'm really excited about that, and it's actually coming on quite nicely, because I really wanted it to show like the little, like when you know how when you put a Lego together it has a little indentation. So I'm really kind of excited how that's turning out. So there's that. And then I've been working on this for a while. It was the very first, if you followed my unboxings, it was my very first one of my very first kits that I get in the mail on monthly subscriptions, and one of them is the Annie's Hook and Needle Crochet kit. And the very first project they ever sent, I don't see the pattern book here, but let me see if I see it. I don't see it. Well, anyway, one of the very first patterns they sent you was this bohemian style bag made with granny squares. So I am working on, so far I am further than I was, but I know it's been taking me a little longer than I thought. But this is the progress I have so far. So basically this has about probably 5 more rows going, and it's going to be turned like this, like a triangle. And then what you'll do is you'll fold the triangles. Once you do your design, you fold the triangles, and you'll fold one and put it here, and then there'll be one for the sides. And then so it goes this way, and then there'll be 2 for the sides, and then that makes a purse. And they gave you all the pieces. So I am really trying to get that finished. It's just a little slow, tedious process, because I've never really done the granny squares before. So I'm just getting used to the patterns and everything. It really kind of bugs me that I thought I had that sitting right here. But anywho, if I see it while we're doing this, I will pop that along and show you. But I do believe that, is this it? Oh, look at that, I found it. Okay, so if you can see here, here's what the bag looks like. Let me hold that up so you can see it. Yeah, so see it kind of, you turn the triangles, and then you put the little clasps. Now you could do this if you made any type of squares. I'm actually working on, let me see if I can find it. I'm actually working on that corner to corner stitch, just like we are with the temperature blanket, and going to make my own. So, thank you for that. I'm trying, this is my first one. I just figured I would rather just pop on here and let everybody know what's going on. So yeah, so this is that, and the other thing, like I told you before in the other ones, these this book always gives you a crochet pattern, and then if you wanted to, if you're a knitter, because you know we like all crafts here, the knit pattern looks like this, and of course anyone who knits knows. um Love that person designing Lego. Oh, thank you. Yes, I can't wait to get the Lego guy up. It's so I think it's gonna look so cute. I love Legos. Like, who doesn't love Legos? So, but this is the knit pattern, and knit always looks a little different than crochet. So anyway, that's just the kind of the idea of how that works, and I can't wait to get that finished because I think it's going to be super cute. And then you have so many possibilities with colors and everything. Ooh, we could do red and black, and it could be like the cherries. So there's that I'm working on. And then let's see. So oh, I bet they would. That would be super cute. Well, I'll keep that in mind because I'm hoping when I design the Lego guy, yeah, maybe I can have Rain and Ava be the testers and let me know how it works. Yeah, because I could actually add hair, and then they could have girl Legos. So that would be sweet. Um, so then recently I was able to pick up, I wanted to start doing, so my theme for this year is to be better. Oops, sorry, Batman. And so by doing that, whoops, sorry, my son's cat just jumped off the table and spilled some stuff. So, so to do that, I wanted to start making some things. So that I work at a local craft store, and I always get all these customers that come in and talk about how they donate things to, like, making hats for preemies, whether they be crocheted or knitted, or on the fabric side, they talk about making blankets and things for that type of thing. So I had bought, you had seen a review I did, or a little project on that little Singer knitting machine, but I had been researching and looking around for the best ones and things to do that. And so one of the things I was able to get recently, because some good things have happened to me and I'm kind of happy about it, was this knitting machine here. It is called an Addie King. So basically it's a circular knitting machine, and you hook up your yarn, and I hope to do kind of an unboxing and show you a little review on it. And then you turn the crank and it kind of goes in a circle, and then it just, as you do that, it knits your yarn in that. And it's really cool. It whips them up really kind of fast. So let me show you the example I have behind me. So this was just my practice, but as you can see, it is kind of cute. So this is my practice hat that I made on it. It has a little brim here, and it's actually, I'm still kind of working on how to do the closure, but this closure looks really good. But on the inside, it's a little bit more messy. But it could be, when I work on that, it could be reversible. And so if you did like a plain color on the inside, and then another color on the outside, you could make these totally reversible. And I've been working on following different other people's pages and watching on how to do other cool things. And currently on my smaller knitting machine, I am working on practicing making socks. So I'm pretty excited of how these turned out. I mean, the stitches turned out I couldn't do those that well. I'm not that great a knitter. But it turned out really, really cute, and it's nice, good and stretchy. So I mean, it would be nice and warm, and since it's double layered, it would be super warm. It probably, once I hooked up the yarn and figured out exactly how to get it going, the machine really just cranks it right out, and it has a counter on it. So I believe this took maybe from start to finish 30 minutes. Probably no less than that. The longest part was just figuring out how to gather up the ends and get it so that it would be reversible. But yeah, about 30 minutes. So yeah, and I'm planning on like cranking out a whole bunch of these soon. So yeah, it's really, really, it was really, really fun. And I have like so much yarn in a tote that I want to like get rid of, that I didn't just want to give away. So I'm pretty hoping that I can crank some of these out and maybe donate them to different like shelters and things. So You want one in camo? They actually make a camo yarn. And I could do that. You could have you could have the camo on the outside and the hunter's orange on the inside. But they make a camo. I will have to see if I have some. Maybe I could make a test one and see how that works. But yeah, that would be cool actually. So yeah, so this is another thing that I'm really excited about that I've been working on. Um, I like I said, I'm currently trying to make a pair of socks because so this is what the smaller, yeah, because the smaller ones I made these little head warmers and they kind of go on your head like this, you know, like that. So, and I can make them different colors and, you know, all on the smaller one. So, and there's another tri-colored one that I haven't finished putting together yet. But this is how this one works. And you can do them in all different colors and styles or sizes. Um, but yeah, so I was super excited about that larger one. And I don't remember her name now, which video I was watching, but somebody actually took, because you can knit either in a circle or you can knit in a flat panel or a square and make it as long as you'd like. So I actually seen someone who took those flat panels and sewed them together, and they actually made a sweater out of it. So I don't know, that's a little ambitious for me right now. I think I'll stick to the circular hats, but it was really kind of cool. But the general idea was making the socks is this right here, this little tube, and I'm actually practicing how to make the ribbing. So I don't have one sitting here available to show. Probably a little less than the hat. Once I got that loaded up, because like the longest part of the machine is loading the yarn and getting it going in a good pace. But once you get it loaded and taking it off, it doesn't really take that long. I guess it really just depends on how fast you crank the crank. This headband probably took me about 10 or 15 minutes from start to finish, and then for just start to finish from cranking the piece out. And then it took me about, you know, however long, 5 or 10 minutes just to kind of sew these two ends together, because it's kind of like a tricky, you have to do this blanket stitch and it makes it seamless so that there's not like this bunchy bulk on the back of your head. But yeah, it doesn't take that long at all. Yeah, hand knitting or crocheting, I can't go that fast. I am one of those people who I'm a slow knitter or crocheter. I crochet more than I knit, but I'm slow, and I have all these ambitious large projects I would love to make, but since I'm so slow at them, I'll just stare at them from afar with other people while making them. I tend to make more smaller projects because I'm not that fast. But yeah, I was really excited because the machine takes not that long, and it just cranks. I mean, it just, as fast as your arm can crank is how long it'll take. This is about to make the long tube, because you basically make a long tube, and you can't really tell from here, but imagine this is the tube. So you make this long tube and then kind of fold it in on itself. This is about 120 rows, give or take a row, but it's basically about 120 rows from top to inside bottom. So if it's stuck coming out, and then you kind of stuff it in on itself and tack the insides together so it doesn't come apart. And then you can have your brim. So, and it doesn't take that long to really crank out that many rows. Like I said, half an hour maybe. And that's if I'm not being interrupted by children. But yeah, so hello Nature Crafts. Welcome to the live chat. So for those of you just joining, my name is Andrea and this is Sew at Home Party. And my main reason to coming on tonight was to let everybody know that I'm super appreciative and thank you so much for everybody who subscribed, because I have hit 50 subscribers, which doesn't sound like a lot, but for someone who just starting out with the channel, it's actually kind of a great big deal. So I was pretty excited when I seen that. So I thank each and every one of you for doing so. Yeah, so, and actually on that note, I have a little bit of a giveaway for those of you who are watching now or watch here in the future, because I'm going to probably leave this open for probably a couple weeks, just to make sure everybody has a chance to get in there and see what I was talking about. So without further ado, let me show you what is available for the giveaway. So I was trying to think all day, what would I do for 50 subscribers? And so I was thinking the number 5 is kind of the theme because it's 50 with a 5. So what I decided to do was to put together a little kit. So the first thing that is in the giveaway, and just real quick, the rules are simple. This is open to all my subscribers and any new subscribers that may join from Instagram. But basically, just be a subscriber to the channel, like this video, and give me a comment on either just anything. You can ask a question. You can just say, hey, how you doing? Just anything you like to do. Just leave a comment, and all my winners are always picked with a random comment picker. And then I will get in touch with that person to get them the stuff. Unfortunately, I do have to limit the contest to the United States at this time. I'm just a small channel, so I'm not able to really afford the shipping costs that it would cost to go overseas. But I do hope at some point to get to there, and I do apologize for that. So it would be only open to people in the United States at this time. Not that I don't appreciate those that are out of the country, because I do. But that being said, so first thing, with the theme of 5, you're going to get 5 of the stitch markers that I've made myself. So the first one would be here. Now these are used on your projects to hold your place while you're working. So like on this project here, I don't have a hook attached to this. So see how it's kind of in the yarn there? Oops, not focusing. Welcome, Heavenbound Homestead. How are you? Blessings. As a matter of fact, she was my latest winner. So from the other giveaway I did. So hello, welcome. So this is what they do. They hold your place so that you can then move your project around, and you don't have to worry about, like, if you need that hook for a different project, your progress is saved so that you don't have to worry about it, going away. So so you'll get this one here, this little ball here, and my stitch markers can be used with knitting or crochet. And then you got this cool little turtle. See if I can get that to focus and quit spinning around. Alrighty, so there's the turtle. And then you have this little key, little heart here. Little locket heart there. And then this one here says handmade on it. Oh, it's kind of backwards and unfocused, but it does say handmade on it. There you go. And then we have this little key. And these are just little charms that I had laying around that I just decided to make into little stitch markers. So there's 5 of those. You will get those. And then to continue with the 5, I have these little mini skeins of yarn. Look how cute. Each of these are 10 grams of yarn. So you get a total of, you guessed it, 50 grams. So I have these 3. See if I can hold them all. So you have these here, and I thought, what better way with certain holidays coming up in spring, because we all want spring. These colors here, nice and bright, pretty colors. So there's 5 of these little mini skeins of yarn, equaling 50 grams. 50 subscribers, 50 grams. Makes sense, right? And then you'll get these set of knitting needles here, these circular knitting needles. Now these are actually the size, they're number 2, 9-inch. These are actually perfect size if you are a hand knitter and you make socks. This is the circumference you need for making the socks, and the size that you need to do so. These little mini skeins would be perfect for that if you wanted to use these to add a little interest to the cuff, if you want to make the cuff out of these. But this right here would be perfect if you wanted to make socks by hand. So that is the giveaway. Like I said, you just have to like the channel, leave a comment, and be a subscriber. And again, I want to thank you so much for the 50 subscribers. I can't thank you enough. It is beyond what I thought I could do. And those people who know me know that I am a little bit of a stage fright and never ever put some cherries on your front porch. Right? Who doesn't want that? So yeah, so I like I said, I wouldn't not that long ago, I wouldn't have thought that I could do these things. So I'm really thankful, and it wouldn't be anything without my subscribers. So is that what you use to make a baby hat? You could do that. Probably you would want maybe you could use this would make like probably a good size for like a preemie or like a very small newborn hat. So you could definitely do that. I don't see why not. You may want though, these ones here would be perfect for that. If you wanted to make like a regular baby size, you might want these ones here. I don't remember what number they are, but see the letters or the needles are a little bit longer and their circumference is a little bit bigger. So let me, I don't remember. If I can't remember, I will let you know. I will message you know, because I would probably go with this just because it'll give you more room to work. But that would be okay to make for like a preemie. That would definitely be a thing. Totally fine. So yeah, and then one other thing, I'm playing around with working with these. I'm not sure what I want to make yet, but I picked these up a long time ago. Can't remember when, but they were on clearance, and so they're these weaving sticks. They looked interesting. I thought when I was first coming up with the idea of having a channel, I thought, what should these look kind of cool? So, so it looks here like you can make this here. It looks like they made a little pouch for like eyeglasses, and then it shows like a little belt down here. So I thought about getting these out with you, and I'm doing kind of a product review and going over those. So those might be something that we do in the future. But like I say in everything, just let me know if there's something you would like to see or a craft idea you want me to test. I am totally open to do that. You just got to let me know. So again, I want to thank everybody for joining me. I do got to kind of scoot because I have to, it's kind of late here, but I have to make dinner. My husband will be home soon. So thank you again, everybody, for joining me. Thank you so much for being part of my 50 subscribers. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button or the bell next to the subscribe button so that you can stay up to date and know when new content comes out. I will let everyone know with posts and a video when I get the update on the temperature blanket. And again, like I said, you can check out all that. How is your husband? Oh, he's doing much better. Oh, I'm sorry. So yes, he is doing much better. He's finally got readings for his sugar. Bye. I will go eat in a second. But he has finally got his sugar down to where it's starting to kind of taper off. He still kind of fluctuates, but at least it's only fluctuating in the hundreds instead of up in like the 200-300s. But yeah, it was pretty scary for a minute. So yeah, he is kind of tapered off and it's kind of fluctuating in the hundreds. They got him on a dose of meds. He's taken some different pills to help regulate. And we're, it's a total life change. We've had to revamp how we eat, how we look at food. I've had to start reading labels that I didn't normally read before and taking into account things that I thought, and things that I thought were good for us were not. So hopefully it'll be good for the better for everybody. With my theme of this year of being better, it hopefully will be better. And thank you for asking, by the way. He's doing much better, and hopefully we're on the downhill for good, and he's on the right path. So, all right, well, I'm going to get out of here. I got to go and finish dinner. And so thank you for joining me. Thank you to all you, all my subscribers. And until next time, so what is in your craft room today?